No. Uh, One of the over the last few years, I've seen a lot of debate on Twitter, and then to a lesser extent, and I guess Facebook too, is Dave Meltzer's 5-star rating system. And obviously, I mean, we were never going to agree on rating and stuff because like people would give them different scores and stuff. And before I really go on to the bulk of my other's video, I want to say this: that Dave Meltzer said this a couple of times. I kind of agree with his statement, but I don't fully. I'll tell you why. He says that like if you give someone a 5.0, and I give someone that same match at 4.75, we're both basically saying the same thing. No, no, you're not. I mean, we both well, actually, yes, you are to an extent, because we're both saying that yeah, this match is a great match. But if you're saying that's a 5.0 or more, you're saying that it's a perfect score. Like getting 100 on the test, and like if you get a higher than a 5.5 star match, saying yeah, it's like if you're some teachers will give extra credit questions on a test. So like, if you get all the answers correct, you get 100, and just your extra credit, you get like 5 points each. You get 110, okay, something like that. Um, but yeah, okay. So that also means that like if you give a 5.0, you find that math was perfect, while I find math was great. Great math doesn't mean I agree that I don't think it was perfect either. So no, it's not really the same. It is the same thing, but not really the same thing. I think it is. But one of the things I decided, let me go back and see how many 5.0 Dave Meltzer's, how many matches that Dave Meltzer with 5.0 or better end up being match of the year with Observer, which is Dave Meltzer's magazine based on it, now online. And I was doing this, and I said, no, I'm going to check PWI as well. Because let's see how many times they actually agree, and how many of those were 5.0 5-star matches, according to Dave Meltzer at least. And so with PWI, they had matches going back to 1972, but I started from 1980 because that's when there was the first match that time that Dave Meltzer had a match of the year. So I should also point out that with Meltzer and Wrestling Observer, all these matches of the years were matches voted on by the fans, or PWI does it within the staff. They do more kayfabe type stuff. And let me start, and I'll start with this. In 1980 and 81, there were no 5-star rated matches those 2 years. Also, for the match of the years, if I could find what the match rating was, I'll note that as well. In some of these matches, there's like one or two matches I would disagree with the fans on the match of the year, and there's a few but there's several PWI I disagreed with. One thing I've noticed with PWI, about 2016, with a few exceptions before then, most of those matches were WWE matches. There's a couple from the 80s that were like NWA matches, and with maybe one or two exceptions, most of the matches for PWI were American-based matches. And I think that was not necessarily that they didn't think sounding like Japanese or Mexican or from Mexico were bad. It was just that they know most of the readers were Americans and probably Canadians too. So let's go Yes. 1980, like I said, no 5-star matches. The Wrestling Observer match of the year was Bob Backlund versus Ken Patera in a Texas Death Match. WWE on MSG Network on May 19th, 1980, New York, New York. And didn't find any star ratings for that. PWI match of the year was Bruno Sammartino with Laser Bisco. It's the Cage match showdown at Shea, Flushing, New York, New York, August 9th, 1980. No star. No star rating at all. 1981. No 5-star matches that year. Observer, Wrestling Observer match of the year was Pat Patterson versus Sergeant Slaughter, WWE on MSG in New York, New York, May 4th, 1981. No star rating match that I found. No star rating I found to say. PWI was Andre the Giant versus Killer Khan in New York City on August 24th, 1981. No rating. 1982 was one 5-star match. Wrestling Observer match of the year was Tiger Mask with Time Out Kid as Summer Fight Series 2, Night 19 in Tokyo, Japan, August 5th, 1988. No rating. PWI match of the year was Bob Backlund versus Jimmy Sneaker, June 8th, 1982 in New York. And this is the match that I believe there was a steel cage match. I think this is the match that Mick Foley talked about going to, that he hitchhiked to. I think so. This also will be the match of Tommy Dreamer and I think Bubba Wade Dudley has said they've been at as well. And this was probably was televised because there were, I think, still shots of Mick Foley being there. 1983, there was one 5-star match. The Observer match of the year was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Joe Youngblood. Take it back to Ricky Steamboat teaming with Joe Youngblood, and they fought against Sergeant Slaughter and Don Canutto on May 12th, 1983. The final conflict in Greensboro, North Carolina. No, didn't have a rating. PWI was Ric Flair and versus Harley Race, June 10th, 1983 at St. Louis, Missouri. And there was no rating for that either. 1984, there were two 5-star matches. The Observer match of the year was the Freebirds versus the Von Erichs at July 4th, 1984, Independence Star Wars in Fort Worth, Texas. So this should have been a World Class Championship Wrestling match. No ratings. PWI had Ric Flair versus Kerry Von Erich at the David Von Erich Memorial Parade of Champions on May 6, 1986 in Irving, Texas. No star ratings I found. And I think this was the match. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's put the NWA title. So I'm not sure if this was when Kerry won it or when Rick regained it. But in 1985, there were two 5-star matches. The Observer was the Tiger Mask 2 versus Funaki Gabayashi on March 9th, 1985 at the All Japan Wrestling Special Wars in Budokan in Tokyo, Japan. Different dates. Might have been June 21st. So, you missed no rating. PWI was Hulk Hogan and Mr. T versus Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff from WrestleMania 1 in New York City on March 3rd, 1985. Yeah, this match is like one I disagree with. I think they named it because of the event it was, even though WrestleMania was not a big thing yet. But it really made it feel like a big event type thing in the studio. 1986, there were three five-star matches. Wrestling Observer had Ric Flair versus Barry Windham at the Battle of the Belts on February 14th, 1986, in Orlando, Florida. And this was the first five-star match of the year for the Observer. PWI had Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes, Great American Bash, July 26th, 1986, in Greensboro, North Carolina. And didn't find a star rating for this. 1987, there were seven five-star matches. This is the first time that PWI and the Observer had agreed on Match of the Year. It was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus the Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3 at the Pontiac Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan on March 29th, 1987. And it was a 4.5 star match. In 1988, there was one five-star match. The Observer's Match of the Year was Sting versus Ric Flair. Okay, sorry, I skipped something by then. Sting versus Ric Flair, Clash of Champions 1, Greensboro, North Carolina, on March 27th, 1988, and it was 4.75 stars. PWI Match of the Year was Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. The main event won in Indianapolis, Indiana on February 5th, 1988. And again, I'll go back to 86. I don't necessarily agree with this. And there's no star rating for this either. I don't agree with this because, again, I think they're doing it because of the media. Again, media attention, I guess, is the best thing. Because that's the match where the, Andre won, but they have the Hammer twins involved, and and Andre ended up handing the belt over to Ted DiBiase to beat Andre the Giant, and this in turn had that tournament for the heavyweight title of WrestleMania 4. In 1989, there were seven five-star matches. This is going to be an interesting one, and I'll explain. And when I say this, you're going to understand why. Wrestling Observer Match of the Year was Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at Clash of Champions 3 in New Orleans, Louisiana on April 2nd, 1989. This was the second five-star match that Wrestling Observer was also Match of the Year. PWI, he also had Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but this time wasn't the Clash of Champions match. It was at Wrestle War in Nashville, Tennessee, May 7th, 1989. This was also a five-star match though too. That year, Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat had four of the seven five-star matches. Actually, Ric Flair had five because he also had one with Terry Funk later that year too. In 1990, there were four five-star matches. For Wrestling Observer was Jushin Thunder Liger versus Naoki Sayo and Nia Golden something. Read that. Osaka, Japan on January 31st, 1990. It was also a 5-star match. PWI had Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior from WrestleMania 5 in Toronto, Ontario on April 1st, 1990. It was a 3.75-star match. And yeah, I don't really agree again. I said about the other two said the other matches already that I disagree with. It's the media. It was probably because of the media hype. 91. There were 4 5-star matches. Wrestling Observer had Hiroshi Hase versus Kensuke Sasaki and Kensuke. Sorry about that. Hase teamed with Hiroshi Sasaki to face the Steiner brothers. It's Arcade in Tokyo, Japan, March 21st, 1991. It was a 4.5-star match. PWI Match of the Year was the Steiner Brothers versus Sting and Liger at Super Bowl in St. Petersburg, Florida, May 1991, also 4.5 stars. 1992, 7 5-star matches. The Wrestling Observer Match of the Year was Kenta Kabushi and Ayushi Kikuchi versus Dark Fumis and Don Carpat. Yeah. Sorry for mispronouncing that name. Any other names that I have mispronounced so far? It was at the Superpower Series 8 in Japan, May 25th, 1992. 5-star match. PWI match of the year was Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog at SummerSlam in London, England on August 28th, 92. It was a 4.5-star match. 1993. And 13 5-star matches. For Wrestling Observer, it was Manami Toyota and Toru Yamada with Dynamite Kensei and Mayaya Azaka. Ocean Slam to Osaka, Japan on April 11th, 1993. It was a 5-star match. PWI Match of the Year was Shawn Michaels versus Mike Jannetty on Noir in New York, May 17th, 1993. It was a 4-star match. Initially, before I found out what the stars was, I disagreed with. They still disagree with it, but at least the star ranking being a 4 stars, at least it was a decent match, good match, really good match. And the funny thing is, a match like a month earlier for the Intercontinental Championship, which was rated like a 4.5. So I'm surprised that match was not match of the year. But then again, they don't necessarily, like I said, the star matches from Dave Meltzer. This is an opinion, so obviously they didn't agree with that. Let's see, 1995, there were 12 5-star matches. For the Wrestling Observer match was Manami Toyota versus Kayoki Anoi, G-Top, second Tokyo, Japan. I think it was called G-Top, but Tokyo, Japan on May 7th, 1990. 1995. Sorry, I put 94, but it should be 95. It was a 5-star match. PWI had Diesel versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 11 on Hartford, Connecticut on April 2nd, 1995. It's only a 4-star match, And it's like, don't know if I necessarily agree with it being a 4-star match. It was an okay match, but I don't think I Well, that wasn't too memorable. Same thing with the Shawn Michaels Martinelli match, especially the one they picked. In 1996, there were 5 high-star matches. The Observer Match of the Year is Michiri Masawa and Jan Akiwama versus Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and Johnny Ace. John Ioannidis, some people know him as, WWE. And the Superpower Series, Night 15 in Tokyo, Japan, on June 7th, 96. It was also a 5-star match. PWI was Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels in a 60-minute Iron Man match from WrestleMania 12 in Anaheim, California. It was a 4.25-star match. 1997, 5 5-star matches. The Wrestling Observer had Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Got to, and there was actually for both Wrestling Observer and PW. I agree with that too for the second time, and it was a 5-star match. Let's see. Yeah, okay. And this was at WrestleMania 17 at 13 in Rosemont, Illinois, March 23rd, 97. And this is important to note. And at Bad Blood in St. Louis, Missouri on October 5th, 97, Undertaker and Shawn Michaels had a match at Hell in a Cell. That was a 5-star match. The two matches probably famous and not more famous. But yeah, and when I get to them, you're gonna be like, what? When I tell them what the match stars was. In '98, there were 2 5-star matches. Wrestling Observer match of the year was Kenta Kabushi and Mitsuhiro Misawa at in Tokyo, Japan. Yeah, I'm going to try to say that the name of the event. October 31st, 98. It was a 5-star match. The PWI had Undertaker and versus Mankind for the Hell. It was the Hell in Cell match. King of the Ring in Pittsburgh, PA on June 28th, 1998. It was 4.5-star match. Yes, sir. Might have been, but I don't know if I actually agree, but it may have been the best match that year from WWE, possibly. It was definitely, again, sorry about that, again, a match that people still talk about today, so yeah. And that's because someone just still talks about today. It means a good match. Because Hogan and Andre from WrestleMania 3 people talk about it, but many people will say that the best match. No, some people will, but most people will say that the best match WrestleMania 3. Okay, 1999, there were 2 5-star matches. Okay, Wrestling Observer's Wrestling Observer's match of the year was Kenta Kabushi versus Missouri Masawa Superpower Series Night 14 in Tokyo, Japan on June 11th, 1999. Yes, that was a 5-star match. It was the second. They had a total of 3 5-star matches because the previous year they had one too. So they went back. They went back to back year. Wrestling Observer match of the year. This was the second of 3 5-star matches they had. PWI match of the year was the Rock versus Mankind at the Royal Rumble in Anaheim, California on January 24th, 1999. It was 3.75 stars. And like I said earlier, it seems like the most going was American matches. I remember if any matches better than this. It definitely was not match of the year. I'm trying to think back in '99, yeah, it's like definitely not match of the year. But it is one of the most famous matches. There's like matches that year too, probably because of maybe the uh, the empty arena match that Rock and Mick Foley had. And I mean, in 2000 there was one 5-star match. Excuse me. Match of the reserve match of the year was Atlantis versus Volano 3, Mexico City, Mexico. It was on March 17th, 2000. It was a 4.5 star match. PWI's match of the year was the Dudleys versus the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys, which is Edge and Christian at WrestleMania 2000 or 16 in Anaheim, California on April 2nd, 2000. And that also was a 4.5 star match. In 2001, there were no 5-star matches that year. So wrestling was over. Match of the year was Keiji Mucha, or the Great Mucha, versus Gensho Chinyu, Superpower and Madoka in Tokyo, Japan, April 8th. Is it April 8th? June 8th, 2001. It's a 4.5 star match. PWI match of the year was the Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian in a TLC match at WrestleMania X7 in the Houston National on April 1st, 2001. It was a 4.75 match. And the only reason I knew I didn't have to read it was because I was there. It's like, yeah, it was, I mean, it was 4.25 match. My bad. It's 4.25 match. It's two great matches. People, that was like one of those, we had, that one had like 3 or 4 matches. It could be considered match of the year. 2002, no, there was also no 5-star matches. The Observer match of the year was Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit versus Edge and Rey Mysterio. No Mercy. Uh, no Mercy. North Little Rock, Arkansas, on October 20th, 2002. 4.75 stars. PWI match of the year was Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus The Rock at WrestleMania X8 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada on March 17th, 2002. It was 3 stars. And I disagree with this on 2 accounts. Definitely was not the best match of the year. And I think the 3 stars was actually too low as well. I would put 3.5. And this again is a media type thing. A lot of people make it high because of crowd reaction. I wish I could understand that. The match was not that good. It was not that good. The reason I'm making it so high is because of the everything else. Okay. 2003, there was 15, not 15, one 5-star match. Wrestling Observer match of the year, Kenta Kambishi versus Michiru Masari in Tokyo, Japan, March 1st, 2003. 5-star match. And this was the third of the 3 5-star matches. And I'll show you the third of 3 match of the years from Wrestling Observer. PWI's match of the year was Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar on SmackDown, Raleigh, North Carolina on April 16th, 2003. And it's a 4.25 stars. So yeah, sometimes it's like most people remember the WrestleMania match, but it probably would have been better if Brock Lesnar had landed that 5 star splash, which he missed, which he got concussion out of. 2004, there were two 5 star matches. Which one was over? There's Kenta Kambushi versus Juri Akayama in Departure Tokyo in Departure at Departure in Tokyo, Japan on July 10th, 2004. 5 star match. PWI. Next video was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels versus Chris Benoit at WrestleMania 20 in New York on March 14th. And also 4.575 stars. In 2005, two 5 star matches. In which one was over was Kenta Kabushi versus Samoa Joe versus it was Joe versus Kabushi in New York on October 1st, 2005. In a 5 star match. I think that was a Ring of Honor match actually too. PWI match of the year was Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle WrestleMania 21 in Los Angeles, California, April 3rd, 2005. It was 4.75 stars. There was one 5 star match in 2006. And the Wrestling Observer match of the year was Dragon Kid, Ryo Soto, and Genkei Yoshiguchi versus Simmer, Masacha, and Shore, and Nikuri Doi Supercard of Honor in Chicago Woods, Illinois, March 31st, 2006, in a 5 star match. Yeah, this definitely was Ring of Honor. And so happened, this also was the last 5 star match until 2011. So next season, 8, so next 4 years, there are no 5 star matches. PWI match of the year was Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 22, Rosemont, Illinois, on April 2nd, 2006. 3.5 stars. And no, this was not. This one I can't even understand why it was match of the year. This definitely was not match of the year. 2007, like I said, no 5 star matches. The Observer match of the year was Takeshi Mishiyama versus Brian Danielson, Manhattan Mayhem, New York City, on August 25th, 07. It was a 4.75 match. PWI match of the year was John Cena and Shawn Michaels on Raw in London, England. 4.25 stars. Wait, no 5 star matches. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho, last man standing match, No Mercy, in Portland, Oregon, on October 4th, 08. 4.5 star match. PWI's match of the year, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair in Flair's in the clear threatening match at WrestleMania 24 on March 30th, 2008, Orlando, Florida. It was 3.5 stars, and no, it was not match of the year. I think it was more so because of Ric Flair, but I have no clue. 09, no 5 stars. Okay, 09 and 2010, no 5 stars, but it's gonna be way easy because both years, the match of the year for both was Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, both years. In 09, WrestleMania 25 in Houston, Texas. Uh, on April 5th, 09. And in 2010, it was in WrestleMania 26 in Phoenix, Arizona, March 28th, 2010. And both were 4.75 stars. Both of them. That's how close they were to being 5 stars. 5 stars. So, real close. 2011, there's one 5 star match. Both of them are, this, none of them they both agree with. fifth one, I think, was CM Punk and John Cena. And there was five-star match. This was the Money in the Bank, Rosemont, Illinois. Uh, yeah, Rosemont, Illinois. I forgot the date, but it had to be like June or July of that year. Yeah. In 2012, there's two five-star matches. The Observer match of the year was Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Minoru Suzuki, King of Pro Wrestling in Tokyo, Japan, on October 8th, 2012. Five-star match. The PWI match of the year was Undertaker and Triple H at in Miami Gardens, Florida, April 1st, 2012. 4.75 stars. I think that was that was the second Hell in a Cell match of Shawn Michaels is special guest referee. 2013, there were three five-star matches. First one was Hiroshi Hashi versus Katsuka Okada in Invasion Attack, Tokyo, Japan, April 7th, 2013. Five-star match. PWI match of the year is John Cena versus Bryan Danielson. Well, Daniel Bryan, because it was WWE. SummerSlam, Los Angeles, California, August 18th, 2013. 4.5 stars. Fifth one five-star match in 2014. Observer match of the year was AJ Styles versus Minoru Suzuki, G1 Climax 24, Night 7, Tokyo, Japan, August 1st, 2014. 4.5 star match. PWI match of the year was John Cena and Bray Wyatt at Payback in Rosemont, Illinois, June 1st, 2014. 4.5 star match. 2015, four five-star matches. Observer match of the year, Sensei Nakamura versus Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom 9, January 4th, 2015. Five-star match. PWI, Bayley versus Sasha Banks, NXT TakeOver Respect. Winter Park, Florida, October 7th, 2015. 4.25 stars. And some might say that the match a couple months earlier at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 1 was better when Bayley won the NXT Women's Championship. There were four five-star matches in 2016. The Observer match of the year was Kazuki Okada versus Hiroshi Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom 10 on January 4th, 2016. Five-star match. PWI's match of the year was John Cena and AJ Styles, SummerSlam, in Brooklyn, New York, August 21st, 2016. 4.5 stars. So every year since then, it's been at least 10 or more five-star matches. I think it's in 17, but it's been over 20. It's been close to that this year. But anyway, look at this year, we can obviously not over yet. But in 2017, 10 five-star matches. Kazuki Okada versus Kenny Omega. It was in I can't read my handling, so I'm not gonna say about the five-star match. And okay, no, it was a Western Kingdom, January 4th, 2017. It's both PWI and Wrestle Observer had it. That's why I was having trouble. Both of them had the same match. So like when I mentioned earlier about that, see, this is the first time they start doing stuff outside of US. I think now it's because more people in the US could actually see it and stuff, and people were actually talking about it too. In 2018, there were 21 five-star matches. Both of them had the same match again. It's Kenny Omega versus Kazuya Okada. Second straight year, they both. So this is the second, at least the second 5-star match. This took place at Dominion 6.9 in Osaka Joe. Oh, 6.9 Osaka Joe is part of the things. Osaka Joe Hill, Osaka Joe Hall, excuse me, in Osaka, Japan, June 19th, 2018. And excuse me, 2019, there were again 29 5-star matches. Wrestling Observer Match of the Year is Will Ospreay versus Single Tailogi Best of the Super Juniors 26 Finals Tokyo, Japan, June 15th, 2019. 5-star match. PWI Match of the Year is Cody versus Justin Rose Double or Nothing in Paradise, Nevada, Las Vegas, Nevada. May 25th, 2019. Also a 5-star match. Second and third time, both had 5-star matches, but not the same match. 2020. Both had, it was 22 5-star matches, and both had the same match. Kenny Omega and Adam Page versus the Young Bucks at Revolution in Chicago, Illinois on February 29th, 2020. So basically the last pay-per-view before everything was shut down. And yes, there was a 5-star match. 25-star matches in 2021. Wrestling Reserve Match of the Year was the Young Bucks versus Lucha Brothers at All Out in Chicago, Illinois in September 2015. And again, this is the match that I said that I don't think was a 5-star match. Yeah, it was like, I'm not saying it was a great match. I don't think it was the best match of the year. Definitely not the best match of the year. That's my opinion. And I think this was rated a bit too high. PWI match of the year was Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa at St. Patrick's Day. It was basically Dynamite on Jacksonville, Florida on March 17th, 2022. It was 4.25-star match. In 2022, there were 22 5-star matches. The Wrestling Observer match of the year was Kazuchika Okada versus Will Ospreay, G1 Climax 32 final in Tokyo, Japan on February 18th, 2022. It was also a 5-star match. In PWI match of the year was Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell in Rosemont, Illinois on June 5th, 2020. It was also a 5-star match, like 34th one 5-star match. So basically, there were 43 matches that I'm only including since 1980. So, like I said earlier, PWI has more, but I'm only going up against 1980 when Wrestling Observer did it. It was 43 matches. The Wrestling Observer had 25 5-star matches as a match of the year, where PWI only had 9. So that means more than half the matches the fans thought it was match of the year. Where only 9, which is not even the fourth, I guess. Yeah, but maybe just under a quarter of the matches that PWI had. And again, it is very interesting to see that. And when in Steve Meltzer was asked one time by Chris Van Vliet about would he ever consider going back. Gene them, he said no, and it's like, yeah, probably not, because then you see, he gets criticized about something matches, especially involving the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, but he'll also be criticized if he goes back and changes them too. So I'm gonna leave that there for now, and I'll see you the next time.